Bacon!
Bacon.
For every meal, that is what I'm making. You think I'm eating turkey, you're mistaken. When it's done, I put it on the table. I try to share it, but I'm not able. I wanted to. For every meal, that is what I'm making. I wanted to. You think I'm eating turkey, you're mistaken. I'm gonna puke. When it's done, I put it on the table. I wanted to.
I'll have it for lunch sometimes. I'll have stuff on the side, like fries, but bacon needs no ally.
Greetings. Welcome to the bunker. Big Bacon's bunker, as a matter of fact. Today, we are going to take a few minutes. We're going to assemble and review the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Hydra Stomper from What If Season 2. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So, slowly but surely, over the course of several weeks, I've been getting all the pieces for this Hydra Stomper. And this week we reviewed the last piece needed. So, looking at the main torso body here, it's done in a much darker, like gunmetal gray than that silver that we hate so much. It's still marbleized, but it's not quite as, which word do I want to use? Not quite as obvious without it being as light. In the darker color, it kind of blends in a little better. Big old peg in the back. Riveting lines along the front side. Bright white and red outline there for where the, I'm guessing something similar to an arc reactor would be. Right around the air intakes. The neck joint itself is fixed, but there you can obviously see there's a dumbbell that doesn't move much, so I'm not expecting a whole lot of head movement out of this figure. We have the right leg. It follows the same basic pattern. A little bit more obvious marbling here in the back, but here in the front, you're not really seeing that. So it's got a single jointed knee, comes up to about 90 degrees. And we're just going to work that on there real quick. So, now, it will kick forward less than 90. It will kick out less than 90. Left leg is the match to the right, except a little bit of different detailing up here in the front. Rest of it is pretty much the same sculpt. Gotta take this off screen and do that cross body pushing. Okay, now that both legs are on, we can see he does just over 90 degrees on the one-legged high kick. But now that both legs are on, I can stand him up and go part by part from here. So, right arm, beautiful tampoed star. It's got that O-ringed shoulder pad, so it will move with the arm as it articulates. A little bit of red here and there, red for the machine gun ports. Nice open hand display. Once again, the marbling is not quite as obvious on this as it is on silver. It does also have does also come with a fist for that hand. The fist has a horizontal hinge. The hand that comes on it has a horizontal hinge. Single jointed elbow. Rotates at that elbow. Now it's just a matter of getting it to peg in. Not Peggy. Not Deadpool and his chick pegging. Not International Women's Day. Okay, so arm will hinge all the way around, and we'll lift up to about 90 degrees, just slightly shy of it. But it does come down fairly straight. Left arm also has that star. Has the same sculpt, although it doesn't have that little intake there on the side. And I take that back. On this one, it looks like it's on the back of the arm. So it looks like they... Wait a minute. This whole piece can twist all the way around. So, doesn't seem to have any effect on anything other than just sitting there. So, yep, there we have that. Now the torso here has a forward crankshaft bar, rear crankshaft bar. Has some good tilt though, and rotation, and that's the only articulation point on this part of the body. We have the jetpack, and the jetpack is probably the worst offender of the marbling. We do not get the blast effects, but the blast effects from the original Hydra Stomper will fit in there. Got a nice candy apple metallic red up here on the fronts of these, and then a less metallic red for other parts. And it just pegs directly into the back. It's not as bulky as the old Hydra Stomper one. And then last but not least, we have two heads. And based on the size of these, it does look like this will actually fit in a helmet. You know what I mean? I hate when they give you a helmet and then they give your head bigger than the helmet. So, wondering which one I should put on here. Oh my God, that is tiny. That is so flippin' tiny. So, I think, just to keep me from laughing quite so much, we're going to pop on the actual helmeted head. And it does go on with a loud pop. Now the eyes on this are whited, just like the chest piece. Shaped very similar to the original Hydra Stomper helmet. Lots of riveting points on it. Very industrial looking. It almost looks like it's two separate pieces. And it may very well be that they just glued these together. So the Steve head, paint on it is nicely done. Very cartoon looking though. Crazy hair. So we have the completed Hydra Stomper. Now it just wouldn't be right for me to complete a Hydra Stomper Build-A-Figure and not compare it in size to the original Hydra Stomper, as well as Peggy. Now, yes, I really do need to get my hands on the Stealth Suit Peggy now, because that one's much more accurate to this episode. As you can see, a hell of a lot smaller than the original, but still a decent size for the normal figures in the line. And just out of curiosity, yeah, the head is about accurately sized. So, nice size comparison. So now the last question becomes, does he display with the main line, or does he go on the Beefy Boy shelf? So we're going to see how he looks here. Seems a little large, but not really any larger than Groot back there. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and... Yeah, he seems much more at home with the Beefy Boys. So, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell. And it's time for the final thoughts. I like that figure a lot more than I thought I would. Flat out honestly, when I started with that line with the Gamora and, Agatha and them, he was low priority for me. But having watched the episode with him and Peggy and Natasha in the Red Room, and the fact that he's now Assassin Steve, yeah, my desire for that figure went up immensely, and my enjoyment of that figure has gone up immensely as well. It's a fun figure. It is. So, until next time, don't do anyone I wouldn't do.
Biscuits and gravy. Whoa, 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 biscuits and gravy. Talking about biscuits and gravy. And that gravy's divine.